Oh, we selling games over here, bro. We've got one more series of the day. Baize versus Vin. Memes versus dreams. What are you thinking, my friend?
Well, I'm thinking it's the last game of the day, so a bit sad to finally see it end.
Heartbreaking.
But we have 4 more days of Artifact after this one, so
woo!
Get ready. But first, let's see which one of these 2 players can fight through this last decider match and make it out of groups and into bracket stage.
Now, I think you were trying to make a nice joke there about fight through the pain. You must have been trying to refer to Rising Anger, which is available for 2 mana here, as we see. And that is about the dream as a Rising Anger player here. Look at all these 2/2/1s. That's a lot of damage, bucko. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is, but...
You can see a Bronze Legionnaire curve here into the Rising Anchored Legion Commander.
And nice double edge there.
The spot weak is actually probably better.
Yeah.
Gets the kill on Legion Commander, gets the draw as well. And some people ask, why is this card played in mono red sometimes?
There it is. That's your
why.
answer. You get a nice draw. You get that nice piercing damage that goes through that armor that red cards are so famous for having. And we see this going ham yet again.
Legionnaire and Mercenary Exiles both can be played probably. Mercenary is a better in terms of, mana efficiency.
Sure. Have to agree there with you, and you can put some money in that.
Or the Legionnaire and the double edge, but
oh boy,
Whirling Death. You like the double edge early, but that's why you don't do it.
No one has done it yet. I haven't seen much double edge actually getting used. I mean, we saw one clutch win with it. Hasn't been used on an enemy, I believe, yet in the tournament, and not seeing those early game double edges either. But.
No.
In this deck against Timbersaw, I think you're right. I think you can't use it until you're absolutely certain. I mean, 2 mana is just so cheap, it could be a threat at any time.
And coming into this, we're seeing a mono red mirror. And both of the, biggest differences are Tidehunter and Timbersaw. And they've both been MVPs today. We saw Whirling Death kill 2 heroes.
Uh-huh.
We saw Tidehunter win a game for RNG Baize. And maybe
many games.
Well, the biggest game was game 1 against StanCifka, which pretty much... sealed the deal in that series and got her to this match as well. Because it was, almost a lost game, and then the triple stun got the win there at the very end. So,
all right, come on now. Double edge could have been used to kill Bristleback right there. All right, somebody used double edge on an enemy. This is the perfect Centaur. It's double red, mono red with Centaur. Please, someone use a double edge on an enemy before it's over.
I think someone's going to use them because there's 3 in the hands right now for both players. So.
I mean, come on.
At some point, Slacks, your wish will come true.
All right. Here we go. Whirling Death
already
used yet again, man.
Coming in clutch early on.
If the money's good.
Exiles will trade with the creep.
Not too shabby. Making sure that 2 damage from that creep is also negated. That could be deadly, as we saw that 1 HP last time. Could be deadly. We want to mitigate as much as humanly possible on that damage.
The biggest thing is a trade there in, putting your own creep down on the board and taking away your opponent's more than the damage. But
all right, hold on a sec here.
Tell me, what's happening?
Yo, he has... he doesn't have any 4 cards, so he can't wait. That would have been the sickest double-double poised to strike ever, but because he doesn't have any cards, he doesn't know if he has something to block it. Could someone use double edge, please? I have been cock-blocked by this all day today. I'm sick of it. Sorry to use that language. I know you don't approve.
Is that what you think about me?
I do.
I might be right. The problem is, if you use 2 double edges and a poised to strike, you get some great burst damage, sure, but it doesn't really change the game, and you're down 3 cards. So Artifact isn't, card advantage isn't normally the biggest thing, unlike other card games, because you draw 2 every time. You normally don't expend that many quickly, but it could be a problem for Vin.
Bro, we got somebody with Rising Anger coming out right now. It's so many cards. Just do it. I'm sick of the wait. This is the meme master himself. He's Vin. Put it in that first lane, so now we're definitely not going to see it. Rising Anger still not going to be utilized as much as we would like there. Also missing out on the Bristleback, which is probably the reason that this hero is here. But Dresden Standards is also available.
Double Jasper Daggers bought for VinKelsier, going to be huge against that Ravage. We saw it mentioned before. We saw it used before as well against Mago, and definitely going to save those, I think. You have a hero that's 100% going to use. You don't have to draw that card Ravage to use it. It's going to be there no matter what on Tidehunter, so and he's a beefy hero. He'll probably definitely stick on the board until then.
Sure. Question is, do we use the Tristan standards? Do we double it up right here?
Do you put it all on Legion?
Do we put it all on Legion and just make her the aura lady?
You might lose it all.
That could be a risk. I have to agree with you here. Really thinking about this move, taking some time. He is going to put it on the bristle.
He splits.
A split and a hit there. Vicious Nasal Goo is taken, and that is a very hype card to have against this red deck. Taking out all that armor. Probably want to use it on the Legion Commander because that bristle has the ability to get that armor back.
Now you can use a double edge on Legion Commander.
Please, please use the double edge on the Legion Commander. I beg you.
There are 2 items in hand for VinKelsier, and they were both 5 cost items. So RNG Baize does not know there's a Stonehawk Cloak.
Please, just do it once.
Every day.
Oh, it's happening.
Yes!
And unfortunately for VinKelsier, he did not buy any health items. Instead, he bought 2 Jasper Daggers, which will be useful later on. But in this case, double edge finally used. Are you happy?
Jasper Daggers can be played to get rid of it.
Oh, that's true.
So we could see the Jasper.
Oh, look at that.
Get baited, you dum-dum. Hell yeah.
You were the one telling him to use it this whole
Well,
time.
I should have listened to me. I'm a fucking moron. That great job there.
So I got baited too, so maybe it was, I mean, Jasper Daggers to counter double edge, that does not happen very often. That's something this is maybe the first time it's ever happened in Artifact.
Absolutely unprecedented moves that we're seeing here in this day. Well, goodness gracious me. We still have all these double edge, these poised to strike. The Dream is using this in lane 1. We got Tristan standards. We've got Rising Anger. We've got 3 mana, 3 cards for 3 mana. Holy crawly-oly. Please don't let there be a creep spawn in lane 1. It could be insane. No!
You can't jinx it, Slack. Just stop talking when the creeps come out.
Why is this
If you jinxed it with a double
happen?
edge, you're going to jinx it with the creeps.
Stop! All right. What are you thinking here? We're seeing a lot of death. I think there's a normal thing in these mono red versus mono red. A lot of death, not a lot of towers getting hit though.
Well, so Berserker's Call can trade out the Bristleback with 2 heroes. A 2 for 1 is normally pretty good. Initiative is not in favor of RNG Baize though. There is the Poised Strike to try and kill the Tidehunter this turn and stop the Ravage next turn. But instead we see the Fountain Flask first, so a very safe stalling play by Vin.
I like.
Able to keep the Bristleback alive through a Berserker's Call, for example. So a good read.
Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Not a lot of options that you have here as Baize, eh?
Yeah, it's a pretty awkward hand. Double enough magic is useful when you're kind of ahead at the end of the game and going to close it out. It's kind of like a gust. We talked about it before. And Berserker's Call is good sometimes, but against red heroes, you might just die in the process. And
yeah, this is rough. This is rough, especially with those Jasper Daggers too. Gonna, that's a lot of damage for this boy.
well,
Enough magic. That can't feel good to waste that in that opportunity. I don't even think Vin was gonna play anything.
he probably would have played a Rising Anger.
Holy crap, we can just do it here. Rising Anger, Poised to Strike, double edge, massive damage. This could be the moment that we've been waiting for. Vin, you're a memer, you're a god, make it happen. Yes!
Now, let's not get too excited.
Yes!
This is only step 1, Slacks.
Please!
You might not see it all. Don't go overboard.
All. Give it all to me, baby boy.
If double edge is played, then Berserker's Call can answer from the Centaur.
Ah, crap, you're right. It can't happen again.
Enough magic can also come down. Gonna play it safe. I like this. He's a smart.
Smart. You do have to wait until the mana is used by the enemy. Any chance to get punished on that double edge.
That's the trick.
It's horrible. Okay. Axe taking the brunt of the damage here. He is going to get... Oh, no. That's 1 less on our super combo.
I think the object of the game in Artifact is to win and not to play 17 one-mana cards with a Rising Anger hero. So let's let VinKelsier do his thing.
All right.
He's memeing a tiny bit, but he's still trying to be a professional Artifact player.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Well, professional Artifact player, we're almost at round 8. I believe this entire match has been, let's wait till round 8
Nothing has happened. This has been pretty boring.
Yeah.
Literally just enough magic to just not allow anything to happen. Initiative is here for RNG Baize, though. And she has the Tidehunter and the Ravage available, so could be it.
Could just Berserker's Call, though, on that bristleback there.
Right
Hi-oh! Saving that Ravage for the next round. I like that play because we do know Time of Triumph is going to be coming out next time. And that makes sure that even if you come back to this lane, going to have some problems. In fact, could get a Blink Dagger. And now, that Time of Triumph that we've seen countered by Tidehunter so many times could happen yet again. Love that move.
Spring the Trap also up for both players. Man, turn 7. You know, this is kind of the play you can make right before Time of Triumph. That's also very impactful because, well, 2 Centaurs are going to be summoned.
Okay, no. No! We had the chance that time to get away from that Berserker's Call, but not going to happen yet again. Double Edge Dream is gone. Spring the Trap is available as well.
If only the mana was spent by the other player instead, but instead both players are going to Spring the Trap into lane 3.
Wow.
It is the weakest lane currently for Vin, so he has to be careful to keep that healthy because lane 1 is in trouble. You have the Ravage up, you have the, 20 HP as well, and Tidehunter there waiting for, well, no one to come in because all the heroes are dead for Vin, so that's unfortunate.
Michael Jackson was right. Staring at the man in the mirror can be something else here, as we're just waiting for round 8. Just waiting for that moment where these double reds start just cleaving through and making some damage. Very interesting game. They were wrong. Red decks, gotta use your brain on those.
Well, I mean, you play Time of Triumph, you click the active ability on Tidehunter, you stun 3 heroes randomly, and you win the game, right? It's not that complex.
The math can get a little complicated in the end. Big decisions.
It got complicated for us because we were pretty stumped there with all those different cards, but
right.
We're on top of things here because nothing has been played, so there's not much variables to play around with.
Spot weakness is definitely seems like a pretty good idea here, but Vicious Nasal Goo would put Axe in a pretty big spot that he does not want to be in.
Yep.
Making sure that he's not around.
There it is.
There it is. Spot weakness as well. Oh! But
another counter from Vin. We talked about the Ravage being countered, but instead Vin trying to find those, the direct value now that he can.
I wonder if that's going to bite him in the ass when that Ravage finally comes out.
Well, I mean, he's getting the kill on the Centaur. Clears that combat space, and also...
Nice!
Ooh, that's a big play.
Like that one right there. Very
that just
good.
changes that lane completely.
Absolutely. Initiative is ready to go. We are ready to roll with that Tidehunter, but do we get the blink? We just get the daggers. So now Tidehunter is stuck in this first lane. Nobody's going to be coming there for quite some time. Is going to be able to get a little bit of damage. Big I mean, you can't even Time of Triumph him, though. He's not even going to be able to take a tower despite being alone. The weakness of Tidehunter. Just that low attack damage.
Well, you can find a few cards here. If he draws into Spring the Trap, for example, can help him out. Stonehall Elite. The Creep, for example.
Sure.
That's not it.
That ain't good.
That's not it either.
That ain't good.
But he has initiative to cast Time of Triumph first.
Great. Very useful.
Berserker's Call. Not going to be great, I think, in that lane 2 or lane 3.
Bro, this is it. This is it. RNG, cast Time of Triumph, take the tower with the double edge. Please make the mistake. I beg you. No.
Slacks. Anything you say, the opposite happens. So just please just say that you don't want to see a tie, and I'll be happy as well.
Okay. Here we go. Big decision time here. You definitely probably Time of Triumph. You have 2 of them. You play that bad boy.
Yep.
Get that bonus damage without having to worry about any problems at all.
Almost lethal.
Almost lethal. Duel, not going to do anything.
Well, it could kill your own hero.
That is true. That'd
That's
be
what
fun.
you're into.
Big fan of that. Oh, boy.
Berserker's Call not going to do much in terms of killing Axe until Jasper Daggers are equipped, but that would give Vin the chance to cast another Time of Triumph in lane 3 instead. And it's all about lane 3 now. And there's 2 heroes coming in for Vin next turn, whereas... well, that was quick.
Didn't even have to think about that one. Okie dokie. Well, 12 damage. Don't forget we do have piercing on that axe, so could Time of Triumph here. And does the cleave pierce? You're the analyst, bro.
This is the last series of the day. Slacks, my brain has been depleted. Bananas and Red Bull can only go so far.
Bananas and Red Bull, you're on a quick journey to a heart attack, my friend.
Oh, I'm on a journey to a heart attack.
Shut up, dude. Come on now. Time of triumph. We're going to see if that piercing cleaves. It certainly does. 8 damage through cleave. That's pretty hype right there.
Both heroes do survive for Legion or for RNG Baize.
Oh, here we go. Could he just phase in, go where that nice creep is in the middle of those 2 red heroes, and then do some massive cleave?
Then we'll probably try and phase out to the creep position maybe to just keep that axe alive.
Nah, why do that when you could almost kill 2 heroes? Nah, you're completely right. We're going to go for that position. Keep axe alive.
Or,
What?
yeah, going to go for the kill on... Oh, that's even better. So he takes out the cleave damage from Legion, but yeah, that's the double. So Jasper Dagger is really the MVP of this game.
Yeah, really.
4 base in a row for that item.
Indeed. Can't even TP out, though. You're risking too much damage. I mean, I guess you could. But, yikes. Got to block it up. Axe for axe here.
Legion does survive on her lonesome, and that is, only 12 HP left on that lane 3, but there are 2 heroes coming in for Vin, and only 1 hero coming in for RNG Baize. No Blink Dagger found. That's a huge, huge thing for the outcome of this match. We see there are 3 still in the item deck as well, so a bit unfortunate.
Yikes.
Some bad luck in the item shop for RNG Baize in the whole tournament, actually.
Oh, that can't feel good. You got to commit that Bristleback to lane 1 just to take it, but Legion Commander might be able to handle this on her own. She does have duel. So
Berserker's calls it. Oh, yeah, I think this makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, whoever goes in front of that Legion Commander.
Or not.
I mean, Legion
Yes.
can handle it. She got Berserker's call. You're just wasting time with this Titan, or you literally just can't do any damage to this tower.
Well, it depends where the heroes for VinKelsier end up going. Yeah, in that case, they're split up. 2 creeps in the middle of that sandwich. Stonehall Lee can help. Double Edge can definitely help.
There it is.
And still no blink for this poor Titan to use his fantastic ability. That's a good draw.
Oh, hello.
That's a very good draw.
God damn, double edge.
I think we have to see Double Edge Stonehall Elite into a Kraken Shell for initiative.
Yeah. Would have to agree with you right there. That is the play. Those Kraken Shells, we laughed at them last time, but really coming through in time of triumph. What a grab. On that last one, Vin does not have his own time of triumph.
Stonehall Elite not even needed.
Yeah, just cracking yourself up and you're ready to party.
There it is.
Nice.
Gets the modify effect and the initiative, which is the most important part of that card, actually. Able to play Time of Triumph or maybe Berserker's Call. We'll see what's more valuable here.
Damn. All right, coming down to that 3rd lane. Both of them needed 20 damage for Vin and a very easy job.
There's going to be exactly enough for lethal with a siege damage, and at 20 HP, that Bristleback cannot be killed by a duel, although enough magic can come down from Vin. Initiative is back in favor for VinKelsier, so he has to say, can I lose the game here? The answer is yes.
Yes.
Do I want to stall my suffering for 1 more turn?
Yes.
The answer might be no, but...
The answer is yes. Okay, we can still win this game. Oh, baby, that was not the play. Here comes the time of triumph. Yikes.
Now, +4 siege already on the Legion. +4 siege coming in again on Legion. Going to be, ×2. And the +4 siege coming in on Bristleback. 4 + 4 + 4 is...
That's incredible math. That's 12.
That's 12. And how much HP does VinKelsier's tower have?
Oh, that's 12, boss.
Well, then it all adds up here.
Maybe you should have used those double edges that you had all game, huh?
Well, he still can.
Yeah?
Watch out.
Here it comes.
All of a sudden, we talked about Time of Triumph, making it so that you can't do anything.
No!
Rising Anger.
No!
Dresden Standards. 27 attack on the Bristleback. And Slacks, you had one job to say this was not going to be a tie. It's a tie, man. What's happening? When is it going to end?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, on a nice redo here at WePlay.
What more could you have asked for? Double Edge just won the game with the help of Rising Anger and Treads and Standards. That is the ultimate dream for you.
Truly.
How do you feel?
Truly, here at 2 a.m., my dream has been made a reality.
Maybe you shouldn't have asked for that dream then. Maybe you should have kept the wishes to yourself on your birthday.
We get to do that one more time. Thank you. Thank goodness. Here we go yet again. We're going to see some more Artifact action. How would you guys like to do a redo of that? Exciting?
Well, you see Rising Anger again. You see 2 points to strike. So we're back again with your wish to see all these cards played.
Okay. That's very nice. Great. Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. Rising Anger. We could use all of this right now.
Oh, we're back again. Rising Anger's on board. Gonna get that value early on.
Hell yeah. Let's get a nice turn from this Bronze Legionnaire, though, and switch over.
Well, let's look at the board first. We can kill... Yeah, Bronze Legionnaire probably better here. And you're gonna play the Mercenary Exiles instead, lane 1. Well, that's a kill already, so see you later, X.
That looks pretty good to me. Heck yeah. Staying strong, Legion. Bronze coming out.
The Legion has arrived.
Very good.
Well, that's a kill as well. See you later, Bristleback.
Hey, this is looking very good for Vin. Finally using those 1 mana cards instead of last game.
And that's it for the action this turn, but a much more exciting round 1. We talk about, you know, until Time of Triumph, nothing really happened last game, but already 2 kills going down for VinKelsier there. Creeps in lane 1. Can't complain about that one.
Yeah, not too shabby at all. Nice
and Centaur looking upon the desolate battlefield.
Yeah, he's got to choose where he wants to die. So he's definitely going to go for that counter kill. That's just the easiest play. Or not, you know? Just go die to Bristleback, too. That's also a play.
Or, looks like you got debated, Slack. He's back in lane 1.
Ah, you tricky. You tricked me again, girl. Here we go. Here we go. Back in the lanes for this mono red versus mono red showdown. And nice random draw there. Attaboy. In you go. Rising Anger, though. Rising Anger, though. Could see some spells get picked here. 1 attack. Very hype.
Now we see Standard Bearer can come down. Well, only in this lane, really, because you don't want to axe to kill it, right?
I mean, you could put it down in lane 1 and kill your...
Well, it does save the arrow here onto Legion, so
yeah.
maybe that's the choice.
You definitely Standard Bearer if you're Vin, though, right? I mean, you just kill Centaur with that bad boy, so...
Yep.
That's definitely the play we're seeing for Vin. The question is, what
Centaur
do we see
and
here?
the Exiles as well.
That's
so
right.
That's value.
Mm-hmm. Huge value.
Well, now Legion makes a lot more sense to kill Legion.
That is very nice, but Legion now will kill the other Legion, depending on where it's drawn.
Is Centaur Legion?
Yeah, I think so.
I think he's a Centaur.
I mean, he's a Centaur, but many Centaurs have joined the Legion. Yeah, I know he's a Centaur. Zooming in on the picture doesn't do anything.
There was a clue here somewhere.
There's not a clue.
Does the Legion have... Yeah, they have the standard...
He's a bull snake. It's not a Centaur. Jesus.
He's a bull snake.
You're really pissing me off now. Don't you mess with the lore, son. Here we go. 4 damage potentially coming out here. Treston Standards available. Unused. Might I add.
Gonna save it for the win condition.
I like that.
We saw it last game.
I really love that. That's really great.
Why win with Time of Triumph when you can instead play Treston Standards and 17 1-mana cards?
That's
and win
correct.
The game?
That is correct. Treston Standards, though, can be used here. That'll be nice. Surprised he didn't save the Legion.
Well, he killed the other Legion instead, so... And it is lane 3. Lane 3 really not that useful, I think. You can leave, 2 of Vin's heroes stuck here in a way.
Yes! The standards have been placed! We're back in business, boy!
So who's Treston? Is he a hero?
Who is Treston? That's Legion Commander.
Same person?
Yes.
Well, that's confusing.
No, it's her name.
So her name is Treston, last name Legion. Middle name Legion, last name Commander?
Her title is the Legion Commander. Her name is Treston.
I don't think so. I think first name Treston, middle name Legion, last name Commander.
I mean, that's
That's
cool.
a full name.
What if your last name is Commander?
Could be.
Mr. Commander?
Yeah, that sounds good.
That's actually hype as hell. I wish my name was.
I wish my name was Panda Commander.
Panda Commander, ladies and gentlemen.
That sounds good, actually.
You can follow him at Panda Commander at AOL.com.
If you're going to sell me out, at least do it correctly, Slacks, please. We have a whole 2,000 viewers here.
I'm sure it exists. Panda Commander is pretty happy at AOL.com about that one right there. All right, well, now that I'm done DDoSing people, let's go ahead and continue our match here. As we could spot some weakness. We can get a nice card draw. That's about the only option that RNG has, though.
Lane 2 is looking to be very much in favor of RNG Baize. Lane 3 very much in favor of Vin. So I think the big lane is going to be lane 1. And Snowhall comes out. No curve, though. So not going to be getting any stronger just yet. Spot weakness will not do much, but gives you the card draw at least.
Card draw is important. We saw that card draw literally make that last game. So good stuff there. 14 damage is a lot coming out. We are seeing that Bristleback just naturally imbued damage being used so many times in this series. And spot weakness to get ourselves a Spring the Trap. Looking pretty good for the rest of the game on RNG. A lot of usable cards here. Meanwhile, Vin, a lot of low cards.
Yeah, that's the problem with having, you know, these Rising Anger decks with all these, you know, low mana, not as impactful cards that if you don't draw any of your top end, you could be in trouble later on. Whereas RNG has a more consistent, more standard version of Mono Red with, yeah, a lot of strong cards in hand.
Indeed. So, Blink Dagger available. Probably not going to see that bad boy coming out just yet, even if it comes down, maybe not being used just yet.
I go where I
Definitely not getting used just yet. I did say it could come down, but trust me, no blink coming through here. Fight Through the Pain, available, but nothing really exciting.
Let's pick a fight, shall
So, we're probably just going to do what we always do on these double reds, just wait till round 8 and see who is smarter.
Now, Bristleback might be moving out of here. Could go to lane 1. We talked about lane 3 being pretty much in favor of VinKelsier.
Well.
Lane 2 for RNG Baize. And looks like he, yeah, going to blink out to lane 1. So lane 1 is the actual area of dispute. Everything else is just formalities for both players. And yeah.
God damn it.
Unlike last game, Tidehunter was stuck in a lane where his Ravage did not matter. In this case, he's back in the action. His Ravage can win games once again. And for RNG Baize, she will definitely hope that's the case. One turn away, though. Gotta be patient. It'll make turn 7 more exciting before Time of Triumph, though, at least.
Sure.
We'll have the Ravage and 2 Spring the Traps.
Got one more chance to kill Tidehunter before that Ravage is available for that very precious round 8. And we'll see where these heroes go. Whoa! Whoa, RNG.
We talked about it.
Whoa.
Lane 1 is where it's all going to go down. And Legion, I mean, that's a brave attempt, but...
I think it's attemptable. I think it's definitely attemptable.
Well, I mean, she can stop it for now, but next turn, Blink Dagger comes online again for Tidehunter. Time of Triumph in this lane, and then you can move on and Time of Triumph again. And there it is, drawn for RNG Baize. And still, VinKelsier does not have, you know, well, he can Berserker's Call here.
Yeah, to me, this seems a little bit silly. I mean, you are just clearly playing your hand here, right? Just stacking up all these heroes in this lane, giving him an opportunity to really think about what else he can make happen in these other lanes. I mean, if we take a quick look at these other lanes, I mean, 40 HP, 36, that's going to be down pretty low after this one. He's got options.
Well,
what the?
There's there's a backpedal from RNG Baize. She says, maybe I went a little bit too strong on this one.
Yep.
Maybe it's just a bamboozle.
Yeah, that was a real mind game. If I'm Vin,
well, she could have been scared of the Berserker's Call, actually. So
sure, who's not scared of that?
Heads up play could just deploy Axe back into this lane again. Again, Axe was, I believe, curving into Bristleback anyway, so it doesn't lose any damage on the tower, and can Time and Triumph next turn, or can Spring the Trap and Time and Triumph 2 turns from now.
Mm-hmm. So what do we do here? We put down a Viscous Nasal on that boy.
The Marifel Brawler can come down.
Yep.
Get some extra damage on this lane.
Like that. 616, baby.
And yeah, this is pretty sad for Bristleback. Cannot really Berserker's Call at that point.
Saving on to it, though. He does leave himself open for... he can just kill Tide next time if he does have initiative now, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. The math checks out. But uses Berserker's Call on lane 2 instead. So now all of a sudden, VinKelsier is able to salvage lane 2 for now.
Legion Standard Bearer available. Wouldn't do very much in this lane, though. A little bit of a buff, but at this point, I think you have to fight through the pain. You just used your only Berserker's Call, though, which was your way to make sure that Ravage didn't go off on the Essential.
Well, you can do both here. You can play Legion Standard Bearer to speed up the damage here and fight through the pain. But again, when you have such few cards, you lost a lot of card advantage. You want to keep some of these cards for the lane you really need them on, which is lane 1 or lane 2 even. Whereas lane 3 is basically already won.
Yeah. Now we could really luck out here and see a double edge come out for Vin and then allow the Whirling Death. I mean, that is 10 negative armor on that Tide Hunter. So that'd be pretty hype. However, both those people are going to get stunned immediately. So
now this is the turn for Spring. Now the draws really matter here for Vin.
Oh no!
I mean, the duel's okay.
Duel is good. Let's just duel Tide Hunter, get rid of that Ravage.
For now.
For now. But it is an important time to Ravage. He will be out during the Time of Triumph round, which is the most important part. And that Time of Triumph round, that's when the Ravage wins games. So definitely buy some time there. Question is, worth doing now or saving that duel for that Time of Triumph? Well, I guess you can't do it then either. So, yeah, you probably use it now.
Yeah, I think you have to.
Not a doctor here, but kill the guy.
There it is. We're going to see Spring the Trap come down on both lanes, probably. I don't think Berserker's Call is really an option on any of these lanes. Well, it is on this one.
Yep.
Spring comes down instead, just adds some extra damage, and maybe you don't even need Time of Triumph. I mean, already down to 6 HP. You can have one blocker here with
Yikes.
the Legion Standard Bearer. You can guarantee the kill on the Centaur as well with Whirling Death. But you can only play one of the two.
Ew. That's risky. That's tough. Okay. All right. I think you have to block some damage here, right? No?
Well, see you later.
Bye. Okay. We just giving this one up? We playing the Legion Standard Bearer?
We have 2 blinks, so before... Well, never mind. You go to lane 2 instead. And Berserker's Call was an option here before, but now that Bristleback is back in action, it's going to be a little bit harder. Or we can see Spring the Trap come down as well.
I don't think that would be a bad move at all. I mean, you can tell that he's going to want to move after this. Kraken Shell first. No big damage there. And we do have a block with the Legion Standard Bearer if needed. But times are looking pretty hard for Vin.
Yeah, I mean, he needs the cards that he needs the impactful cards to draw, so if he doesn't draw Time of Triumph next turn, he'll be in trouble. I mean, maybe he's just planning to draw exactly the card he needs on the turn he needs it. We'll find out if that's the case, but again, reminding the viewers, this is still Game 1. It was a tie in the first game of the series, so we're back to the drawing board, back to the Game 1, to the very start of the series.
And here we go. Blocking the creep, but giving Bristleback that much-needed damage eventually. Assuming that we don't get another creep spawning right in front of him again. Rise in Anger for 15 damage. I can see he wants that tower.
And 4 more damage goes through, but you keep that body alive on the Legion Standard Bearer, which means that it's 1 more blocker next turn, so could be vital later on.
Looking pretty strong here, boy. Blink Dagger, nice. I love that decision. He's not going to get lethal anyway. Well, I mean, he is going to get lethal, but then he's able to get out.
And now it was, the battle was on lane 1, but all of a sudden it shifted completely when VinKelsier decided to defend lane 2 instead with Legion Commander a few turns ago. And now the emphasis is back on lane 3 or lane 2, in which, VinKelsier's down to 14 HP already, so could get tricky if he doesn't draw those powerful, powerful cards that RNG already has in hand. She has 2 Time of Triumphs and Tide Hunter coming in next turn. That could be pretty huge.
Yeah, no brainer to put the Bristleback in the middle lane for that Time of Triumph that we know is coming. Tide Hunter taken out, but time is of the essence here as well. No cards from Vin. Vin has just been playing out of his mind as many cards as possible.
Does he draw them?
Oh, a third Time of Triumph. Come on.
So no Blink Dagger, but you do have some value coming from lane 1 in Spring the Trap.
Yikes.
Whirling Death, I think, will not do much of anything. These heroes are, pretty healthy for the most part. This creep will die, though. That's something.
Hey. We do have Double Edge coming out.
Yeah, could do something. Good trade, maybe.
Yep. That would be something, but this Tidehunter threat with that Ravage coming into this lane and just securing the game is a very, very big threat indeed. Vin just not being able to get these time of triumphs at this crucial time. It's got to hurt. His enemy has 3. Just could he let him borrow just 1?
I don't think that's what. No, you have to win these tournaments, not make it a fair Care Bear sharing experience.
Why put that there? Why not use that as a block potential?
I don't know. I'd like to know, but I don't have the answer at this moment.
I don't know.
Check back later on.
All right, this might just be a gonzo here. So we see these two guys have become very strong. Could trade.
It's not quite lethal.
No, and we do have double edge to make sure that one of these guys goes down. But
probably the bristleback, because the other bristleback is already dying, so the extra attack won't do much of anything. Whereas, Axe is still alive.
Yeah. Does open up a option there, and if he does get a lucky duel or something, he could even take out that axe next round before he's able to hit that tower.
You can phase boots though to keep bristleback alive as well. There's a heal onto the axe from RNG Baize.
That's gotta hurt.
The webcam has gone for RNG Baize, so some technical issues there, but the gameplay continues, which is the important part.
And we will see if that double edge will be used. We go phase booting out there. No damage available now for that bristleback, so that double edge is not going to be very useful. Whirling Death into double edge, however.
That's a lot of damage.
Opening it up. Crack open that booty. Here we go.
And there's no answer. Again, we talked about it. Time of Triumph. It's a great play, but then it leaves you without any option to counterplay whatever your opponent does.
Yes.
And Vin has a lot of, these small combat tricks. You think he's out of the game, but all of a sudden,
oh no.
3 mana spent on Whirling Death and Double Edge.
Oh,
and
no.
a lot of damage on your tower, so this could be another tie.
No, don't do it. Come on.
27 damage going through.
Oh, no.
The -4 armor kills the bristleback, so a suicide Double Edge there in the end. And if
5 damage.
Vin,
he's got to draw the Time of Triumph.
well, we'd hope he doesn't, because then this game might go on very long.
If he draws the Time of Triumph, that's a double tie on our final series.
No blink for RNG is still massive. She has 2 still in the deck.
Please.
But Tidehunter's back.
We'll have a nice 5 a.m. good night. Tidehunter is back. There is a hope.
And there's a hope.
If he draws
you have
the
to save us. Tidehunter, we believe in you.
Tidehunter, please.
You're a great hero.
I pray to Malron the Tentacular.
Who is that?
That is Tidehunter's evil Cthulian god. You did not draw it. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna go to game 2.
Well, are we? I mean, duels there can break a hole somewhere.
Shut up. Everything's fine.
And there's a few blockers though for RNG, so she can't play Time of Triumph yet. I think it's not correct.
Tidehunter, Malron the Tentacular, hear my prayers. Yes.
We can't celebrate someone's loss, Slack. That's unprofessional.
I'm celebrating this shit. We're out of here, baby.
Well, that's game 1 of the series. We're still not out of here just yet.
Oh, I forgot about the Jasmine Daggers. No.
What? So the duel can come down from Legion onto the Centaur War Runner, but there is a blocker.
We do have the Stonehall. Just don't play Time of Triumph. You've won the game. There's no reason to play Time of Triumph here. Oh,
that's better. That's a better play even.
There we go. Hell yeah. The blue coin comes out. And Baize
takes game 1 of the series. We've been here for 2 hours, but that's still game 1, so congrats.
I gotta say, though, I mean, all jokes aside, we're having a good time. I got full energy still, and Vin did a fantastic job coming back in that first series.
Yeah.
But he did have to really come back. He really had to play. Baize was in complete control of game 1, complete control of game 2. We're about to see if complete 2-0 potentially here.
And we're going to see if Vin changes decks. He has a chance to change to his very special Rix
Here we go!
Thunder Chad combo deck. Mono blue with a green splash.
Is there any other way for Vin to go out? The Thunder Chad, the hope of a nation, comes here today. Very excited to see Ignite available for Vin. That first round Ignite, so fun to have. We see this so often, but I mean, with that Kana, that little damage is great for the doggos.
Yeah, Ignite lane 1 helps to keep control of that, very important lane. It also means that any creeps that trade there with Kana against other creeps also add on to the Prey on the Weak potential. And it just means that you can get those crazy, 20 damage Prey on the Weaks onto lane 1.
Indeed, indeed. Here we go. At any cost, available. Don't want to use that, though. Maybe use that next round, but now, you're tracked. You're giving away a lot of money there, Panda.
An Ogre certainly is not Axe. He does die quite often, especially against, a red-black deck that, well, the focus is killing.
Here we go. Creeps being spawned into Kana's lane. Very good for her, especially with that dimensional portal. I mean, it is very good for her. She's baking a very big lane. Sometimes Kanas get knocked out in round 1, round 2. More creeps, more spread, more fun, especially against this deck that might have a few problems catching up to you. The gank, of course, is powerful, but without a gank, without a duel, without a hip fire.
Lane 2 with no answer, though. There's going to be a lot of damage. If Janata procs as well, it's down under 20. On turn 2, that's scary.
Maybe a poor choice to put the Zeus in here. Kana certainly did not need backup, I would have to say. Dimensional Portal also being able to give you a lot of creeps.
Yeah.
Interesting
No Sanctum,
choice.
unfortunately. You have a lot of great plays. You want to kind of, have the foresight and still play a card after that, but no Sanctum just yet. Could find it.
God damn, this game might
foresight
be over.
Into foresight.
Ooh. Might be seeing this game be over before Rix is even available out of the board here. Kind of scared, buddy.
Stonehall League comes down, trades with the creep, and is going to start buffing itself up. And this is, the Stonehall League and the Legion slowly trying to mitigate the value of those creeps coming in to help Kana. And it's not a procs. 15 HP already on lane 2.
Yikes! Dimensional Portal going to be able to block some damage there, which is very nice. And a nice multicast as well. I guess that's why she was holding out.
But Hipfire gets the kill. No items in hand for VinKelsier, and gets the initiative as well.
Holy shit! 26 gold and basically a 1 middle lane.
Now, can she find the single horn of the alpha?
Let's see.
She's had bad luck until now with the item shop. It's been her one weakness in this tournament.
I don't think she got it.
Well, you don't know yet,
Well,
Slacks. Don't.
I'm pretty sure she got Jasper daggers.
How do you know that?
I can see them. You see that right there?
No.
It's Jasper daggers.
Oh, now I see it. You're a magician, Slacks.
I am. It's truly a circus act. I was the only one that actually did have magical powers. Here we go. Man, that tower, Rixie boy has got a lot of work to do alone. The lone wolf standing up with his double act of defiance. The only thing that he has. My boy Rex.
And he's only blocking a creep as well, and enough magic is there, so... Vestra was found.
Oh my
So
god.
you were partially correct.
Hey.
You missed out on the key piece, though.
What do you mean? You said Horn of the Alpha. Said she
Well,
didn't
you only
get
said
that.
Jasper Daggers was bought.
Well,
you
if you-
withheld information.
Oh, that is true.
That's a mean thing to do to me.
That is cruel. So, Legion Commander able to put on that Vestra of the Tyrant and make sure that pretty much 0 damage is ever going to happen in this lane. Hopefully, Arcane Assault is
Ooh.
going to come out instead. Oh!
So, big read there. Maybe stopping the enough magic. You can silence a unit with active defiance.
And then, you won't believe this part. He'll silence a unit and then lose the tower anyway, but he does get to have the word.
It's about sending a message, Slacks.
Shut up, he says, as they take his tower. Yikes, not really what you're looking for there. Why send Rix in there?
Well, it's about sending a message. He's still there. He's hanging around,
He's sending a message.
making sure no one's getting into trouble.
He's like that guy at Tetemin Square standing in front of the tanks.
To Tetemin Square.
Oh,
I think you screwed that one up.
Tetemin Square,
I
man.
don't know. That's it.
Holding his hand
You got
out.
close, but I think it is Tiananmen Square, Slacks. It was a good attempt, though.
Oh, just like the picture. We will not be silenced.
That's a British accent. I don't
In
think.
front of the
I think you're going down a hole you don't want to go down, Slacks. Jump out. I'll grab my hand, Slacks. Don't go down there. It's dangerous.
Just like the man, the British warrior at Tetemin Square. He will face down those tanks, but they will roll over him and it will be covered up.
Stars
Holy
align.
shit! He gets to spawn a creep in the middle lane that will do
Well,
nothing.
not yet. Maybe next turn. It's not quite there yet.
Oh, with a bated breath. We will wait to see if Rix will do anything in this massively.
He has a blink. He can move somewhere else, and then next turn.
Oh my gosh.
Stars align, but the counter stars align is in hand. If there's a red hero in the lane, enough magic will silence the silencer. That's
wow.
That's deep, isn't it?
What a massive cock block that would be. Well, I can't wait to see that. Here we go. The dogs have been released.
And the Vester's already down on lane 3, so you can't really stop this now. We saw in a game today, not sure which one, we saw Vester stop a lot of damage from these hounds.
We did.
In this case, not going to happen because it's over here.
Thunder Chad waits with a bated breath. 28 health. With those dogs in lane 1, sir, I don't want to freak you out here, but if Vin does get that blink, he does blink out, it's guaranteed. That's the strength of this Rix. He will come back. Even if you kill him, he will come back.
Yep.
And put down that Thunderhide. Oh, that could be a horrible misplay right there. You need these creeps to block this Thunderhide Alpha. She's got to know it's coming.
Well, enough magic, again, is still in hand. But Rix has moved to a lane with Lich. There's no red hero. There's no red hero deploying either. There's only 2 red heroes in RNG's deck.
Yep.
And they're both now currently sitting in lane 1 and 2.
Do have Hootie Cootie, though. So even if he starts the line, we can cut off his head.
Yeah.
He does have, however, Active Defiance, which will be hilarious if he played that.
Now, with the kill here onto the Ogre with Jasper Daggers, and nothing that Ben can do, and the track. The gold is going to be there for a Blink Dagger, because 18 gold is not enough to buy a Vesture or a Horn, but the Blink Dagger can move a red hero
That is
from
true.
lane 2, which is already on the Ancient, to lane 3. And then all of a sudden, the enough magic is back on the menu.
Did we see that Blink Dagger? I love that there's not 2 shops in the game, so we do have this moment of suspense. Thank you. And no, that's actually a Town Portal Scroll. Going to be taking out that bristled back, freeing him from his horrible position here in the middle lane.
And now Luna going to lane 2. Similar to Rix, just for a little reason, but she could find Annihilation.
Whoa,
Does
double.
not find it. Double Sanctum, though, is pretty strong going to the late game.
Double Sanctum in this lane where it's already been abandoned, extremely strong.
And you have the Thunder God's Wrath as well. Could be used, maybe just Luna just trying to find a use for all this mana.
Uh-huh.
Trying to, get the full 21 down this turn.
This Rix has got to be cut off. But if he's cut off now, he will simply return and do it again.
Well, you can draw Chain Frost next turn.
Yeah.
Or you can Chain Frost this turn even.
Chain Frost this turn.
It's even better than Coup.
Coup de Grace next turn.
Or Chain Frost again next turn if you draw it. Or Gank.
Very unfortunate that Ogre Magi not in this lane. You had the opportunity to have 3 Thunder God's Wraths potentially come out, but
That's a big potential. You have to multicast twice for 3.
that's not hard to do. We've
You're
seen
a believer, Slacks.
I believe. But this time, it is looking pretty rough.
Now, enough magic at any moment in time can stop this madness. Once the second Sanctum goes down,
I don't think it's even worth it. I mean, not killing anybody. And he might have 2 Thunder God's Wrath. He might be trying to bait out one of those enough magics, but the fact that he passed, he is going to put down the Ignite.
not going to do too much. Now, I think RNG Baize, she's scared of the Annihilation in the middle lane. She doesn't know if it exists or not. It currently does not. It could come into this reality if Vin gets it from the Foresight, though. Although with 7 mana, it's a bit awkward because you can't play, these Foresight plus a Sanctum again.
Yeah.
You're not quite there yet to combo that off, so.
Whoa. This is the moment. Thunder God's obviously a nice play here, but
Well, nothing dies.
nothing dies.
There's no upkeep on any of those heroes either, so we're going to see a Foresight instead.
Oh. Whew.
And those are pretty bad draws. No Annihilation either. Stonehall Elite also survives, as well as Legion, so.
A little surprised here that the Agnum Sanctum wasn't put in that last lane. Little bit.
If there is a Janata proc, Gank can come down onto the Luna. Oh, there it is. And it's instant, basically. So
See you.
all of a sudden, the Ancient is exposed for VinKelsier.
This is looking real nice.
The payday is there for RNG. She kept her gold.
Hello.
She only bought a Town Portal Scroll.
Hello, Dolly. There has to be an Annihilation in
And
that
now,
middle lane.
VinKelsier.
The Legion won't know what hit 'em.
Here we go.
He thinks he has this.
Let's
he
see
thinks,
what happens.
oh, never mind. He doesn't have this. It's over. Doesn't even have to bait out the stars align.
And so we see the sad death of Thunder Chad Alpha.
Now Rix and Ogre have to stop lane 2. There's an Arcane Assault for initiative. Annihilation has to be drawn, or
Thunder God's Wrath.
Thunder God's Wrath multicast.
Now, listen here.
You have to stop 2 lanes at the same time. The Ancient in lane 2 and the normal tower in lane 3. So
Now, listen here.
tell me what you got, Slacks.
Yeah, he's got to do this. I was going to say you put in the Ogre in the first lane and pray to God for the double Thunder God, but I mean...
That's a high roll play.
That's a high roll play.
That's a Las Vegas.
He could just draw it anyway, so... Take the wheel. Aggie again at any cost. Not what he's looking for. He does have Arcane Assault and a lot of Agnum Sanctum.
Ooh.
Oh, no chance, baby.
Talking about the enough magic coming in, and now this is the annihilation check. RNG Baize says, do you have it?
Daddy, I ain't got it, but I got that instead. How's that?
That's a good answer.
Is that good, Daddy?
But Duel's still there. Can kill the Ogre now.
Stonehall lead as
Legion,
well.
Standard Bear, and Stonehall. Only one can be played, though. The Duel does come down.
I can't feel too good.
The Stonehall Cloak might just serve to protect the Bristleback from Thunder God's Wrath next turn. Keep it a little bit healthier.
Horn of the Alpha, friend.
And yeah, Horn is there as well. We just didn't even notice that. So.
Oh, I noticed.
Well, you didn't tell me.
Well, you were off on your tangents. I know not to get in between you and your wild tangents.
Now that's going to be lethal. 14 HP coming in.
Whoa!
And that's the Ancient kill for RNG Baize. She's 1 up already in the series, which that means that this series is over.
Baize! 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 Just coming in and wrecking face. We were just talking about Vin, how good he is, talking about StanCifka. Baize is just...
StanCifka?
What? Just doing great. Well done, Baize.
Yeah.
Rest
really,
in peace, Alpha Chad.